All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Directors for Sacramento Metropolitan Fire District for Thursday, September 26, 2024 at 1800 hours. We'll start this meeting as we normally do with a call to order with Madam Clerk.
Yes. Director Saylors?
Present.
Director Weber?
Present.
Director Sheets? Here. President Gould?
Present.
Director Jones?
Here.
Director Costa?
Here.
Director Clark?
Present.
And for the record, Directors Wood and Rice are absent this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll now move on to pledge the flag. I believe Director Costa, would you please lead us?
Yes, sir. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Director Costa. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in watching the proceedings this evening at a later date, you can do so by looking at all of the details relative to that on our posted agenda. With that, Madam Clerk, we have a public opportunity to discuss matters of public interest within the district's jurisdiction, including items on or not on the agenda. I have a really sneaking suspicion we may have a speaker here in the room.
That is correct.
We'll check the online. So Roger, let's turn the time over to you, unless you don't want to talk tonight.
Board chairs, members of the board, chief, members of the staff, and public. I just come tonight to thank the members of the board that have purchased tickets to our fundraiser and to let you know that we're sold out. That doesn't mean if somebody wants to come that doesn't have a ticket, I think we can sneak you in. But I thank the board very much for the participation. And I know that Chief Mitchell is going to be there in place of our regular chief because he'll just be getting off of an airplane. So he's going to take the place of our world-class speaker and say a few words. So with that, I would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions for Mr. Mitchell and that event that he's come and shared with us? I will tell you, having witnessed another world-class speaker in Washington, D.C., you guys are in good hands. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's now move on. Do we have any speakers online that would like to address the board?
No speakers online at this time.
Oh, okay, that's hurtful. Let's move on to consent items. I'll entertain a motion for consent.
Mr. Chair, I so move.
Thank you. We have a first and a second. Before we call the roll, any questions about it? Okay, thank you very much. Madam Clerk?
Director Saylors?
Aye.
Director Weber?
Aye.
Director Sheets? President Gould?
Aye.
Director Jones?
Aye.
Director Costa?
Aye.
Director Clark? Thank you. Motion passes. The consent calendar is adopted.
Thank you very much. We'll now move on to action items. We have two items this evening. Really fun to hear from not only this world-class speaker, but we also have some good news for the citizens of this region as we deal with these resolutions. So, Madam Castleberry, welcome.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here tonight, bringing you two grant awards that the district has been notified that we have received from FEMA. So the first one is the Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response Grant Award. Back in April, we submitted an application totaling $11.8 million for the funding of 21 firefighter positions in order to address staffing challenges. We did hear 2 weeks ago, September 3rd, a little too late to make it for final budget, but we did hear that we were fully funded for that award at $11.8 million. That is anticipated to cover salary and benefits, like I said, for 21 firefighters over an approximate 3-year period, give or take, depending on exactly the total amount of salary and benefits. There is no match requirement, so our recommendation here tonight is that you accept this grant award, authorize the fire chief or his designee to administer this grant, And then we do need to make a budget amendment to the G Fund budget for this grant. So those are the two resolutions before you tonight related to this grant award. Any questions?
Does anyone have questions relative to this action item?
President Gould, if I may, just real quick.
Absolutely,
First
Chief.
off, I think Ms. Castleberry, world-class speaker, her ability to write these grants and work with staff, obviously we've been very fortunate to receive the funding. I think it's important to highlight what she said about no match. That is one of the first, if not the first time that that's happened. But I think it's also important to recognize for the 21 positions, it's to maintain our staffing, not to increase. And so this is another one of the efforts to make sure that we have funding to keep our service delivery level. And we're going to need to keep looking at opportunities to increase that over time. So thank you. Good job.
Yes, luckily the SAFER program does have sort of some guidelines that allow departments to use that funding to best meet operational needs. So that is what we intend to do with that funding.
Director Weber, you had a question.
Thank you. Could you explain to the knucklehead in the room what no match means?
No match means that all of the funding comes from the federal government. We do not have to pay for any of the funding. So some grants, like the one we're going to talk about next, we submit a grant application for $11.8 million. They fully fund $11.8 million. Whereas on the next one that we'll talk about, we submit a grant application for $498. They're only going to fund a portion of that, and we have to have a match requirement, a 5% match. It kind of varies. AFG typically has a 5 to 15%. SAFER typically does not have a match. They will pay full salary and benefit costs, and then you basically just use up the funding. So sometimes it lasts all 3 years. Sometimes it does not, just depending on what actual costs are. Yep.
Thank you. I just want to say something to the community as a whole, that I think it's really important for them to understand the work you do, okay? I mean, we're talking millions of dollars that come into this organization because the hard work that you and your team do, that the community then doesn't have to worry about. And it just boggles my mind, the kind of money we're talking about, because Aaron, what you do and your colleagues do and you've done it so well, that the feds, who are pretty far removed from here, have so much trust in you and what you've done in the past, that we're building on that trust factor to where I think when they see a grant come through from Sacramento Fire, they immediately think of you and your team and how they've never had an issue with giving you money and it being properly managed, properly spent, and having a little bit of knowledge about that. I can tell you so much of it is, especially when you just continue to get them year after year, it's so much about the thoroughness, the detail, the trust that they have in you. And I just want to make sure that the community understands how blessed we are as an organization, but really bigger, the entire community, to have you and your team in place, because I believe we're talking tens of millions of dollars over the last several years that you have brought in, and you're so humble about it. I mean, 11 million bucks? Come on, that's huge for us. It allows us to have so many flexibilities as electeds to spend that money in different places, equally as important. But I can't praise you and your team enough, honestly. It is just amazing to me when you're so humble and say, oh yeah, we got $11 million last week. I'm like, what? That's huge, right? So kudos to you, kudos to everyone that supports you and works with you. And please, never go away.
Well, I know there was a question last board meeting I was watching on Zoom, and somebody had a question about the total amount of grant funds that we've had over course.
Yeah.
So I actually did calculate that, went back and calculated. Since 2012, it's been just about $60 million. So it's about $5 million per year on average. It varies, but that's, and some of those have been regional grants, so not all of that money, has come right to Metro Fire. Some of that we've been able to help our
But it was
neighboring agencies.
6-0.
Yes.
Yeah, you deserve a bologna sandwich, that's all. Thank you, ma'am. And with that, are there any other questions for this esteemed colleague? With that, we have two resolutions that we need to make on this one action item. So I'll entertain a motion for the first resolution. I so move. And I had a
Second.
And we've got a second. And the resolution is accepting the FY23 SAFER grant. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Yes, Director Sailors.
Aye.
Weber. Sheets. Gould.
Aye.
Jones.
Aye.
Costa.
Aye.
Clark. Perfect. And then we need another motion to adopt the budget amendment to the final budget for the grant funds 212G for fiscal year 24-25.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I recommend the board adopt the budget amendment resolution as stated in our packet.
Thank you.
Second. Second.
Okay, Director Costa. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Director Sailors.
Aye.
Director Weber.
Aye.
Director Sheets. President Gould.
Aye.
Director Jones.
Aye.
Director Costa.
Aye.
Director Clark. Thank you. Motion passes on both those.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Moving on to the fiscal year 23 Fire Prevention and Safety Grant Award. Similarly, on the exact same day that we submitted our SAFER award, SAFER grant application, we submitted a Fire Prevention and Safety Grant application. Thank you to FEMA for making those due on the same day. This one was, the application total was $498,458. This was to fund one full-time position in our fire investigations unit to help, one of the fire prevention and safety program goals is to actively, aggressively investigate every fire. And we do have a staffing need in our FIU, so this was to fund one additional position for that unit. We did receive a partial award on that, so FEMA came back to us and had some questions on some of our costs. So we submitted an adjusted budget for that based on their recommendations. And so the total grant award is $411,821, of which $19,611 is a match requirement. So that'll be funded through the general fund. So that is anticipated to cover the cost of one fire investigator for a 2-year period. It's a 2-year performance period. So this one has several resolutions because we have a match requirement. We also have to amend the general fund. So we have a grant acceptance resolution. We have a resolution to amend the budget for 212A. And then we also have a resolution to amend the budget for 212G. I'll take any questions you have before that.
All right. So we've got 3 this time. So we're going to start with the first one. I'll entertain a motion to accept the grant.
I'll make that motion.
I got a first,
Go ahead.
Second.
and we got a second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Director Sailors.
Aye.
Director Weber.
Aye.
Director Sheets. President Gould.
Aye.
Director Jones.
Aye.
Director Costa.
Aye.
Director Clark. Thank you. Motion passes.
Okay, and the second resolution is to,
Adopt a budget amendment to the final budget for General Fund 212A for the fiscal year 24-25.
okay, so with that, I'll entertain a motion. You made the motion. Who's second?
I'll second.
We got 3 seconds. We're good there. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Director Sailors.
Aye.
Director Weber.
Aye.
Director Sheets. Director Gould.
Aye.
Director Jones.
Aye.
Director Costa.
Aye.
Director Clark. Thank you. Motion passes.
And our final resolution in this action item is associated with,
Adopting a budget amendment to the final budget for Grant Fund 212G for the fiscal year 24-25.
entertain a motion. So moved. Second, and a second up here. Okay, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Director Sailors.
Aye.
Director Weber.
Aye.
Director Sheets. President Gould.
Aye.
Director Jones.
Aye.
Director Costa.
Aye.
Director Clark. Thank you. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Okay, again, Aaron, we can't thank you enough. Honestly, we just simply can't. With that, we'll move on to reports. I have no report this evening. We'll move on to Fire Chief's report. Chief Mitchell.
Thanks, President Gould. Good evening, directors, members of the public, colleagues. Chief House is out of town attending the Integrated Benefits Institute Conference and Board Health and Productivity Forum in Chicago. That's a mouthful. Where he is joining Director and CPF President Brian Rice and members of Kaiser Permanente's workforce, health, and cancer teams for a panel discussion about the impacts of cancer and achieving optimal outcomes in cancer care focused on the fire service. So a pretty big deal. So they're there as representing really the national fire service, the two of them. So very esteemed offer to be invited to do, and it's good that they're there. So a couple other items this past week. Several of our members attended the annual IAFF Fallen Firefighter Memorial Ceremony in Colorado Springs. Very well done to honor 306 IAFF members who passed away in their service to others as part of being part of the fire service. 3 of our very own were honored and their names were added to the wall there in Colorado Springs. Retired engineer Christopher Anaya, retired captains Jeff Fitty, and retired captain Robert or Bob Bruce. So it was a very well attended and very respectful and honorable ceremony. It was an honor to be there. Also, as you are all well aware, our members have been very busy locally, regionally, and statewide throughout this summer season. But to update you, yesterday morning our members responded to a structure fire incident in Battalion 13. And during the firefight, they encountered some rapidly changing fire conditions and hostile fire environment. All of our members, fortunately, and civilians made it out of the building successfully. However, 2 of our members did sustain some burn injuries. I wanted to say thank you to all of the folks that were there at the incident, as they do all the time. They're very professional, but they did a fantastic job in managing that incident and getting our members treated as well as the civilians, but also to point out and thank our partners at the UC Davis Burn Center and Firefighters Burn Institute. The Burn Liaison Team and the Burn Institute came down and helped treat our members at the highest level. Fortunately, they were treated and released that same day. They are at home resting and have some follow-up, but I'm happy to report they are at home with their families, and their families are being taken care of. So. Couple of upcoming events to kick off Fire Prevention Week that's here coming up October 6th through 12th. Metro Fire has been collaborating with CERT, Firefighter Burn Institute, UC Davis Health, American Red Cross, Kiwanis Club, and the City of Rancho Cordova. And we'll be hosting a night at the museum on Monday, October 7th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The event will be held at the Sacramento Children's Museum here in Rancho Cordova, and will offer interactive stations that include home escape planning and fire safety and prevention for all of the folks that attend there. So a very exciting event for us to be a part of, and I'll just say thank you to COR and April West for putting that together with our partners. There's also an open house upcoming at Station 28. Is scheduled for October 19th from 10 to noon. And then finally, on a little more somber note, unfortunately this past Monday while on duty, engineer Tim Hall from the West Sacramento Fire Department passed away. I would like to request a moment of silence before we go into closed session or before we adjourn the meeting tonight for Engineer Hall. His family and the West Sac Fire Department family are all in our thoughts and prayers. They're doing well, and we're there standing them up and helping them any way we can, and we will continue to do so in the coming months. It's a very big loss for them. So their service details are pending and will be announced once they're finalized. And that ends my report, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for Chief Mitchell relative to his report? Chief, thank you for that. I have it on good authority that the event that takes place annually in Colorado has also been posted on our Facebook, our MySpace, our AOL, and all those other social media things by our PIO. So if you've never seen that, I strongly encourage you to go watch that. One, it increases the number of likes that he gets, and it's a worthwhile experience to see just the professionalism when we intern names in something so powerful. So with that, let's move on now to our operations report. Chief Keeley, I see you're in the audience. Thank you for being here.
President Gould, members of the board, Chief Mitchell, friends and colleagues, my name is Kylie Keeley. I'm the B-Shift Commander. For tonight's AC Spotlight, I wanted to speak briefly about the implementation of a 4th squad. So on the 4th of the 7th of August, I was given the responsibility to lead the project charter to add service delivery to Metro Fire in the form of a 4th squad. Through a lot of collaboration and communication with multiple aspects of Metro Fire, it was decided quickly that it would be placed at Station 53. We were able to implement that through the hard work of so many others in just 22 days. So from the idea to the implementation 22 days later, which had a dramatic effect on the service delivery abilities at Station 53, our busiest firehouse. It's undergoing a 90-day trial just to see if it's a good fit, and so far it's been received very well. Just a little anecdote, on the morning of the 29th, I was getting off duty at my normal shift, and I drove down to Station 53 just to welcome the new crew, speak with the captain, and see if there was anything that we had omitted. As I was speaking to the crew, the engine had gotten a call as the squad was waiting for their second crew member to arrive. And so the engine was out of service on a call, and as I was speaking to the squad crew members, they got their first call, which was just up Stockton Boulevard for a childbirth. So their very first call, they delivered a child and transported in with a medic from the city. So pretty successful outcome on their very, very first shot. So tonight I wanted to bring the crew from Station 53 on the B shift, Captain Tyler Oshiro and his crew, and he's going to come up and introduce his crew and speak briefly and give you a firsthand account of the impact that it's made for their firehouse.
Oh,
This down. President Gould, members of the board, Chief Mitchell. Hi. Feels like just yesterday I was in
you're
your
doing
class.
great. Okay, we're a friendly
My name's
audience.
Tyler Oshiro. I'm newly promoted captain. I've been at 53 for about 6 months. I get the pleasure of being the B shift captain at 53. If anybody knows anything about 53, it's a busy station, running 5,000 calls plus, a year. This is my crew. It's Matthew Auer, Tony Ramos, and our paramedic intern, Philip Lee. So we were fortunate enough that we got the squad implemented at our station. And I can tell you right now, it's been huge. The effects of having a fire engine available to be there for a fire, as well as any other calls that are coming out on our first end. It's pretty, before we had the squad, it's pretty common to hear Engine 7, Engine 10, Engine 56 running in our first end constantly when we're on calls. And now I can tell you, having the squad there, it's been great, having the engine available. But more so, the biggest thing that I noticed about the squad is we were kind of unsure how it was going to work, having a Metro Medic, program medic in there, and a squad. We have 7 people right now on our station. During the day, breakfast, dinner, right? And if anybody's been to 53, they know it's a small station. But we're making it work, right? And that's been the biggest thing. And I think more so than just having a piece of apparatus there, some of the biggest takeaways are, we talk about service delivery, but having 2 firefighters on the squad when we train. Tony can pull hose probably faster than anybody I've worked with. But having the 2 firefighters there, when you have two extra members that can force a door and effect a search, you're talking about saving lives and property, and that's probably one of the biggest, most effective things about having the squad at our station. And also, is the mentorship, right? So mentorship in all ranks. It was not that long ago that I was Philip, and now I'm here talking to the board. So, but having the squad, right, is mentorship in all levels, including myself. I'm still learning this position and learning how it works, but having the 2 members on the squad, we're asking a lot of them, these men and women to go out there. They are like company officers operating on their own. They're doing the job of 3 people with 2. And it doesn't go not seen, and it's a new program, but I can tell you at our station right now, it's working out great. And if you look on Pulse Point, you'll see the squad just constantly running, but they're out there doing a great job. So thank you for working with the union and making this happen for us.
Okay. Now, don't go away yet, because this is now the most exciting part of this, right? Any questions for the captain in his interactions at Station 53? None? Really? Come on. This is golden for him. He's so prepared. He's got paper and everything. Yes, very good, Captain. Bob, I knew Bob would, if we just waited
there
long
you go.
enough, Bob.
You're really making light of Station 53. That is a very rough house to work. I worked there once on overtime, never again in my life. So, kudos to the folks that love that station.
Exactly.
It's a rough house. So thank you, all of you, for doing that.
And he means that in the most endearing way. Okay,
I had other
Captain,
words.
thank you for bringing your crew tonight as well, and we're very encouraged by all the hard work that you do. As Bob said, that is a very aggressive place to work in our business because of the call volume. I mean, I think it's important. How many calls did you say that you
We're
believe?
on track to hit 6,000 before the squad came.
Okay.
So
So I think that needs to resonate in our community as well. We have men and women that are going out and working at that level constantly with all the risks associated with all of those calls, and you're all to be congratulated or condolences, whatever works for you, but quite a place to shine, and thank you very much. Your entire crew, thanks for doing such a wonderful job. We appreciate that. I think you're free to go now, Captain, but the chief may have other plans. I don't know. Chief Kiley, behind you?
Any questions for me?
Any questions for the chief? Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that the agenda has multiple other folks that were planned, but I have it on good authority that there are no additional reports. So we'll move on now to committee and delegate reports. I have no report for the executive committee. I will let them know that we're kind of postponing a potential meeting because of some things that may come up. And so I'll let my members of the executive committee know if we need to pull that trigger. Chief Bailey for the Comm Center, please.
Thank you. Good evening, President Gould, Metro Board members, Acting Fire Chief Mitchell, colleagues and members of the public, Ty Bailey, Deputy Chief of Support Services, also a board member of our JPA Communications Center. I have two quick updates. We had two action items. One was live scan. We updated our policy to include both state and federal data. Previously, it was only pulling the state of California. Now it's doing both. And then also, we updated our budget policy to reflect, it'll be done 60 days earlier. So November 30th, our prelim budget for 25-26 will be done sooner. That way, all the agencies participating in the comm center can plan for their next fiscal year to make it a little easier. Yeah. And not throwing the city under the bus, but typically that's where the roadblock was.
Wow. That's good work.
We are proud to,
wow.
Thank you. We're proud to recognize, all right, I got it. I can come all day, yeah. We're proud to recognize service anniversaries in August of 2024. Melissa Burnett, 3 years. Alicia Alaga, 3 years. Tyler Stoddard, 3 years. Barbara Votelar, 26 years. Chia Vargo, 7 years. Tara Poirier, 19 years. And Corbin Brooker, 1 year. So congratulations to all of them. And our next meeting is scheduled for October 8th here at Metro headquarters at 0900. If you guys want to come to the board meeting, you're more than welcome. Okay, retirees over here. Thank you. End of report.
Any questions for the comedian, Chief Bailey? Nothing? Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Director Jones, you have finance and audit.
Thank you, sir. The Finance and Audit Committee did not meet tonight, and our next meeting is October 24th, 5:30 in these chambers.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to Policy Committee, Director Costa, you're up.
Thank you. No report from the Policy Committee. Our next meeting is October 10th.
Thank you very much. All right, folks, let's go through board members' questions and comments, and then we will have a moment of silence for the West Sacramento firefighter that lost his life this week, at which time we'll then go into closed session. I think you know me well enough to know I desire to see none of you. No offense, but I desire to see none of you present when we come out of that closed session, which should be relatively quick, but it's time away from your families. With that, we'll start with Director Costa.
No comments.
Director Jones.
No comment?
Director Delman Clark.
No comment.
We're trying to beat a record that only Director Sheets used to have. Director Sheets.
No comment. We're past it.
We're not. 2 minutes. Director Weber.
Thank you. No comments.
Nicely done. All right, Cindy, go.
I do have a couple of comments. I'm going to make them really quick. Thank you.
I think you're being paid by this one.
Thank you, Aaron, for your wonderful job that you do getting us grants. I want to shout out to Tim White and Mark Siebert and the students from Del Campo High School for coming on Saturday to Rio Linda for our country fair and hanging out all day and recruiting for reserves. They do a wonderful job, even though there were 2 house fires that day. The air unit went, came. On Sunday, I had the pleasure of going to Sac City Fire Training Division for their girls' camp. And April West, shout out to her for showing up and helping out with that. That's all. Everyone stay safe. Cancer awareness. We have 2 city firefighters right now in hospice care because of cancer. Just the awareness. Thank you. Stay safe. That's it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask for all of us to stand and in a moment of silence for Engineer Tim Hall of West Sacramento Fire Department. Thank you very much. We'll suspend for closed session.
Recording stopped.